What's going on YouTube? I'm back again with another video, and today I wanted to talk about sort of the diet that I did when I very first started my transformation. So basically I mentioned over on my Snapchat that I was going to be making this video for you guys. So I want to talk a little bit more about the diet that I did, as well as kind of give you a brief overview of the reason why I did it. Just a quick kind of disclaimer that this diet may not be for everyone. I just personally found it worked for me, just purely because I stuck to it, and that's going to be the most important thing for you if you're looking to kind of transform your body, transform your physique. You need to have something which works for you. So the diet that I did is known as a ketogenic diet. Now, the ketogenic diet is a very high fat, moderate protein, low carbohydrate diet. Now, when I first came across this, I actually came across it on Reddit, and when I first came across this diet, I was a little bit like, hang on a minute, you eat fat to lose fat? Because I wasn't very clued up on nutrition at that point, and I was looking at it and I was like, hang on a minute, like, how is this possible? Everything that you've been taught in schools is that you need to eat a low fat diet, high carbohydrate, low protein diet in order to lose weight. And so I was a little bit skeptical when I was thinking about trying it, but it was something that I wanted to give a go, just because of I had nothing to lose pretty much. And I remember talking to my family about it, and they were like, you know, Nathan, you need to just try and lose a little bit more weight doing it this way or that way. And I thought, well, I'm going to give sort of the ketogenic diet a go and basically see how I go from there. So what the ketogenic diet is pretty much, it's a really restricted carbohydrate diet. So for example, I wasn't going over 25 grams per day of carbohydrates, and the only carbohydrates that I was getting was from green vegetables such as spinach, broccoli. I was getting some cauliflower in there, so a little bit of green beans, but that was my primary kind of vegetable source that I was having. And in turn from that, I was mainly eating more kind of protein, more meats, fatty meats such as mackerel, salmon. I was eating a hell of a lot of steak, a lot of mince, bacon, eggs, and those sort of became the staple of my diet pretty much. And I remember when I very first started actually dieting, and I sat there with like 4 pieces of bacon and scrambled egg. I was like, how is this going to make me lose weight? It tastes so good. And I've always been one that prefers kind of the higher fat meals anyway. But what I found when I was actually dieting with the ketogenic diet is just how full I was and how much energy I actually had. Like, don't get me wrong, the first week that you try this kind of diet, you get what's known as the keto flu, and it's pretty much where you get like flu-like symptoms where yeah, pretty much you feel like death. But once you've kind of broke through that kind of initial week of doing it, your body then adapts to using fat for fuel or ketones for fuel, and I just find it gave me so much more energy, so much more energy. This kind of diet is an all or nothing diet. You can't follow it for say 3-4 days and then come off it. You need to really stick with it in order to see the results. You also still need to be in a calorie deficit. That is very important as well. But it takes 3 days for you to roughly enter ketosis, which is where your body is burning fat for fuel rather than carbohydrates, because carbohydrates are the preferred source or energy source of the body. So what keto aims to do is eliminate all carbohydrates, so your body then uses its second fuel source, which will be fat. Now you have to keep the protein quite moderate. The reason being is if you go too high protein, that protein will actually convert into sugars and into carbohydrates, and it can kick you out of ketosis. So it's very important you keep your fat a lot higher than what you do your protein. So a good kind of way to calculate your macros for the ketogenic diet is, I'm going to pop a link down below in the description box of the calculator that I actually used. I put in my daily activity levels in there. I popped in my kind of, you know, cardio regime in there, and I estimated the total amount of calories that I was having per day. And one of the things I will say is try and make sure you hit those calories every day, because it is going to fill you up. the more fat that you eat, the more full you are going to feel. But I accidentally made the mistake of, before I learned anything about kind of metabolic adaptation, metabolic damage, that if you drop your calories too low, you'll end up plateauing. So I was around sort of 210 pounds at the time, training 5 times a week, and I was on about 1600 calories. This is when I first started kind of training. I was like, why am I not losing weight? And as soon as I then just bumped those calories up, I bumped them up to about 1900, I started losing weight again. So you always want to make sure that you are hitting your calories that calculator gives you, and listening to your body as well, so adjust it if you need be. If for example that you say the calculator gives you 2,100 calories. If you eat 2,100 calories and you don't lose weight for 3 weeks, you then know that you need to kind of adjust that a little bit by maybe just taking 200 or 300 calories away from that. So that's pretty much a little overview of the general diet that I did. So I followed that for 8 months without cheating non-stop. So I don't know why I had so much focus. I think it's just because I really enjoyed the diet, and I could just see the weight coming off. It was insane how quickly I was losing weight. I was losing 14 pounds a month. So, you know, that amount of weight to lose was just absolutely insane. And that spurred me on to keep continuing with the diet. Now, later on down the road, I then obviously realized social situations were going to become a little bit of an issue. You know, I couldn't eat carbs pretty much when I was going out. So what there is there's a modified version of this diet. It's called CKD, or a targeted ketogenic diet, I believe it is, or cyclical, I think it is. I'm not too good at pronouncing it, but it's basically where for 5 days you do the ketogenic diet, so you go into ketosis, and then the weekend you do a 48-hour refeed. So this was perfect for me, because if I was going out and visiting friends, I could eat higher carb but lower fat meals in order to refeed, to compensate for what I was training in the gym. So that's definitely something for you guys to look at if you're worried about kind of committing to the ketogenic diet that I mentioned, as well as being a part of your kind of fitness regime as well. So that's pretty much the diet that I was doing. So I just wanted to give you guys a brief kind of overview of what the diet was that I actually did. And if you want a little bit more information on how the ketogenic diet works, I'm going to pop some links in the description box down below. Or what else I'm going to do is pop a little info pack on my website. So I won't post it up straight away, but I'll keep the kind of link in the description box and pop it in there once it's done, and then I'll say on my Snapchat kind of once everything's good to go. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give this a thumbs up. It really helps motivate me to make a little bit more videos, and if you've got any questions at all, please let me know in the comment box below. Like this video and tell me what you guys want to see, because I want to feedback from you guys. You know, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers now, so tell me what you guys want to see, and will do my absolute best to make that content for you. You know, I had some ideas of maybe doing some like healthy high protein recipes, showing you guys what I eat on a day-to-day basis, and also what I'm currently doing is trying to cut down for summer. So I've just finished my bulk, and if you guys want to see what I kind of look like when I start cutting down, please let me know in the description box below. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.